cheater with a flat ass baby. Damn. Mic drop and leave. You had us scared a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But if it was me who you were doing it to, CK, we fight. What's up? I'd be just like Philip. What up? Girl, you was better off putting a frown or a mad face on. Like, you ain't fooling nobody. Happy Wednesday. It's Deal or No Deal Day. It's challenge day. So you know that video is about to follow up next. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more from me. I'm going to be doing Survivor. I'm going to be doing Yellow Jackets. And I'm going to be doing Erica Mena's 2 Ways. Check my playlist below to see what shows I cover. And subscribe if you want to see more and you like it. With that, this is season 2, episode 7 of Deal or No Deal Island, and we're getting right into it. Because last episode was hella good. We still don't even know who's going home. CK is obviously outing her alliance members and everyone to kind of just save her ass and go out with a fucking bang. And Philip's not having it. He doesn't like what she's doing, and they're going at it right now. And what she said, he pulls period tubbing out. Bitch, if you want to go low, I can go lower. So underground. Damn. That is my exact reaction. He's letting her know, I'm not the motherfucking one to play with, okay? And you better hope you go home because it's going to be hard for you from here on out if I stay in this game with you. And Philip clocks her tea, like, why are you trying to out the rest of us? Like, you weren't in on getting MJ out too. Like, you just want to spread the target, which I don't think is a bad move though either. So go ahead, CK, keep yourself in the game. Keep yourself safe, girl. This is what it takes to shake the house and keep yourself another week in this bitch, okay? And I ain't mad at it. I respect it. But if it was me who you were doing it to, CK, we fight. What's up? I'd be just like Philip. What up? And Letty, like, I don't like what you're doing, sis. Because you're on the other side, of course. CK clearly isn't proud of her move. It's making her not play like herself, like she said. And she already cheated, and that's not like her. And you can see in her face, she regrets what she's doing. But she needs to do what she can. And that is a true gamer. As you can see, the only one smiling here is Dr. Will because he is loving it. This is kind of his style of gameplay. He knows that CK has potential and he is secretly loving what the fuck is going down because it even helps his game out too. The more chaos between others, the less he is a target to everybody else. The more he can wiggle his way through. And Letty is like, I've been truthful with everything. And Parvati cuts her off like, no, the fuck you have not. And Parvati's like, stop trying to act like you're nice and better than everyone else. We know how you can be. You just literally said you would take CK's head off because she outed your alliance. At this point, Parvati doesn't care because she knows that Letty and her group is going to want to come after her regardless. So might as well just lay it out on the table and make it one hectic, drama-filled, emotional, overwhelmed night because everything's already out on the table anyway. So let's just keep spilling. Joe cuts it short. He's like, we need to go back to this game. Yeah. And he asks CK, deal? Or no, you know, that dramatic, like, you know, I don't even need to insert it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. CK says deal. She doesn't want to luke everyone by potentially fucking up and only adding $250 to the final case prize pots. She is like, fuck it at this point. Trying to still look like a team member. Girl, we know exactly what you're doing. CK makes a good deal and she is staying in the fucking game. And now someone's about to go home and look at the reactions. I don't even need to say it. Of course, Lachelle probably overdoing it. She's like, girl, don't send me home. Shit. Let me act super happy for her. Like, girl, are you forgetting if she gets through, you are possibly going home? And I'm loving that CK staying because she just shook the motherfucking house. And it's going to pivot the way the game is going to be played from here on out. Again, some people ain't happy. Girl, you was better off putting a frown or a mad face on. Like, you ain't fooling nobody. CK has beaten the banker twice now. And look at the money in that final case. Somebody could be winning that this season. That still ain't more than Mr. Beast's, but shit, I'll take it. And this is not even the end. But now CK needs to send someone else home, and who will that be? I think if CK's smart, she wants to keep things even, she maybe should send home Lachelle or Dixon, one player from each of the alliance. But I'm thinking more Lachelle because she possibly can gain an ally in the family because they're winning. And also, there's gamers on that side, and they might outsmart, outwit the other players in the house. And also, there's Dr. Will, there's Lachelle, there's Letty, there's Philip, there's Seychelles and CK herself. So she's right in the fucking middle. And she can choose which side to join depending on who she eliminates right now. And she chooses Seychelles, which I guessed last episode because she is a good player. She got this whole scheme together to even get MG out, but CK might have just given the game to the other side because Seychelles was behind the scenes working, playing, and she was a good ass player. And I'm kind of sad to see her leave because she was giving good strategic play. And she knows she was about to come and further fuck things up. And CK just ruined that for her. Oh my God. And Seychelles tells her at the end of the day, you ain't nothing but a cheater with a flat ass, baby. Damn. Mic drop and leave. Seychelles says that deal, it changed the game. And it did. It motherfucking did. And I don't want to see her go. Can there be some twists? Something. Let CK go. She cheated. Honestly, I want both of them to stay because they both is giving entertainment. Seychelles walks off, and she should walk off with her head motherfucking high because she played a good game, and I love the way she was playing this game. And Joe even said it himself. I would love to see Seychelles back on another competition reality show, maybe something like Big Brother or Survivor or just Traders, like something. She was great TV, a great player. She gave triple threat. She just need to get over some physical fears, okay? CK eliminating Seychelles just lets us know, though, that she does have a grasp, a good knowledge on this game and players and awareness, so love that. I mean, look, even Parvati's thrilled and complimenting her. And she's like, that was impressive. Like, CK girl, I don't know your background, but CK even says this herself. I play emotional outside, but I'm strategic on the inside. And that's what I'm getting from her. Yes, dark horse of this season. She says there's snakes and there's weasels in the game, and she doesn't want them hiding anymore. Now, they're all back from facing the banker, and they're sitting down at the dinner table, and Lachelle wants to know what the fuck happened. She's lost. CK says that she felt like Seychelles didn't have her back, and that she can trust Will more than her because he did at least what he said he was going to do. And Letty's like, well, he's actually trustworthy. And Will's like, yeah, I am. I'm like not a horrible person. Dr. Will tries to tell her, you think you're making the other person look bad, but it's really just making you look bad. And she's like, I know, and I don't care. I stand by everything I fucking said. She has no regrets. Philip feels a way about that because, one, he didn't really do anything to her. She cheated, so she shouldn't be mad at Letty either. And everyone needs to play their own game. But she, in her mind, is like, I'm going home, so they have to understand why she's spiraling. Like, she's not being so irrational. It's not like she just randomly did something. But I think she could have probably waited until she knew the end result and maybe use this as a reason of why she eliminated Seychelles if she still wanted to do that. And it would look a little better. And only her alliance members should have known that information. But whatever. I'm not in the game. They are. She is. The next scene starts with it being the next morning, and Lachelle speaking back. She's like, yo, alliances are going to have to be rebuilt, and trust is going to have to be reestablished, and people are going to have to mingle and talk and figure things the fuck out. And there isn't that much time left. Like, there's not that many people left. And this is exactly what CK wanted, a reset. But she created new enemies while doing so. So she lost some connections, but she made the ground more leveled and fair. And there's so many targets for a lot of people now. David has this fucking conversation with Dixon talking about, how do you think you would be on Survivor? Are there other countries that do Survivor? How do you think I would be on Survivor? Like, doing things that you don't really have to do, because Dixon's gonna run this back and be like, you straight out asked me that question. Like, this is what people say where you lie in the game where you don't necessarily have to. Like, you didn't even just need to bring up Survivor and then play like you didn't know that there were other countries that have it and you're a fucking winner of the show. How do you think that's gonna make Dixon feel when we all see this? Like, yeah, he's not gonna know, but like, it's just, y'all know what I'm saying? Comment if you know what the fuck I'm saying. Like, is David doing a little too much? He's enjoying this a little too much. The scene cuts to then Letty, Philip, and Will in the room, loving this little alliance right now. And Will's like, yo, if we all end up on separate teams and I'm on the teams with the family, I'm going to bomb the mission so that we're vulnerable and hopefully we can get one of them out of here. Letty is down with the plan. Philip really doesn't say much, but they always have in the back of their head on whether they can really trust him or not. The banker tells the group that today's challenge, they're going to get their integrity tested, and the two captains are going to be CK because she won against the banker, and Letty because she won the last challenge. So they're about to choose teams. Joe says that he'll be the pulling of captains of which one choose first because some people like to cheat. CK, he's talking about you. Letty gets chosen to draw first and she chooses Philip. CK chooses David. Letty chooses Parvati. So she already didn't stick to what Dr. Will said. But Letty wants to choose her because she wants to see if she can trust Parvati. Girl, why you need to trust her? She out the game. CK chooses Dixon, and then Letty chooses Lachelle. Dr. Will ends up on CK's team with David and Dixon. Now, although part of the family is split up, their main target is either family or CK. And CK is on the other fucking team. And we know Philip and Letty wants to go after her. So this will be the perfect time for Dr. Will to bomb this mission and send that bitch home. But I low-key hope they don't succeed and someone boring goes home, like Lachelle or Dixon. So today's challenge, pretty much CK and Letty have to choose a team member to go out and retrieve a case, and they are the only ones who know which values are in what case. But there's a twist. There's 9 cases, only 8 people, obviously, and one of the cases has $0, but the captain has safety. No one else is going to know what's in the case, and they only can be told what case to get, but doesn't mean the team member who goes to retrieve the case has to actually take that case. So it's a little tricky, but whichever team comes back with the most value cases combined are safe from elimination, and so is their captain, and everyone else is up for possible elimination and facing the banker. CK chooses David to go retrieve the first case, and Letty chooses Parvati, and they're off. Now, we just need to see if David and Parvati are actually going to trust their captains and retrieve the case that they say. We already know Letty and Parvati got some beef from the banker's vault last night, so Parvati probably thinks that she's not making her grab a good case, and she might just grab a different one. Letty asks Philip to go next, and Will is also going next for CK, and she's like, yo, talk to Will and see if he's still down for the plan. Also, hopefully Parvati and David actually grab their case because they have them take the highest case. So obviously they can get a good head start, and both of them send their second players out to get the second highest case. And now we just need to see if Will is still down for the fucking plan. Dr. Will says he's conflicted. He wants to throw the fucking challenge, but he knows that CK can still be safe. And if she gets that case and they lose, she is good, but he's not. So he doesn't know if it's the best idea right now. Philip sees Dr. Will and he's like, yo, remember the plan. And Dr. Will doesn't really say anything, but yep, like he's still unsure and he won't even let Philip and them know about it. Dixon and Lachelle are up next. Dixon gets a close case, so he's back quickly, sending David out to get another one because he did his first one pretty quickly. So it looks like CK's team's in the lead right now. Lachelle comes back and Parvati is sent out. Clearly Lachelle got an also close case. David is back with case 4 and Dr. Will is back out there. CK had already sent Dixon out to get the $0 case to keep herself safe. Letty is conflicted on whether she should do that or not and just keep her self-safe by just getting all the high-value cases. And both teams right now have 4 cases each. The first team to 6 is the cutoff, and it's a close race, and Philip is going, trying to catch up. Will even tries to do these subtle little sabotages like, wouldn't it be faster if we just get the closest case? But clearly the closest cases have the smallest value. That's why they're close. So is this him trying to throw the challenge or him not? Dr. Will brings back the 5th case, making Dixon having to bring back the final 6th case for his team. Philip isn't too far behind, but the next person to go is Lachelle, one of the oldest ones there. And Letty's like, fuck, this is going to come down to a foot race. Like, what do we do? You need to beat Dixon. So she sends Lachelle out to get case number 1, which is the lowest value case. But if she can lock it in before Dixon does, they might just fucking win, especially if CK and her team really chose the $0 case value. So CK's team gets all 6 boxes first because Dixon beats Lachelle back. But if they really have that $0 case, their team doesn't win and CK stays safe. So let's just hope that that's what happens, because who the fuck is going home then? Could it be David? Letty's team only brings back a total of $10 million, and CK's team only has $8.75 million. And they open up their cases and they see that the $0 in the captain's safety is there. So CK had another opportunity to prove to herself and everyone else that she still has integrity, and she only took safety for herself. Girl, you just want to go home next, apparently. Like, she really is just living day by day and not like longevity in this game. And I'm here for it because it's just making this season so much more interesting and so much more fun to watch, and so much uncertainty and chaos that I love to see when I watch TV shows. It maybe isn't the smartest move, but it's definitely messy and it's definitely giving good TV. So Letty's team clearly wins, and she has won the past 3 fucking challenges. Letty is killing it right now. She is the comp beast of the season, and she will choose whether David, Dr. Will, or Dixon to play the banker because CK is safe, and she secured that. And you know everyone's pissed at her all over again, and they weren't even over it from last night. It's just added gasoline to the hate, and the house is about to explode when they get home. David's a little annoyed at CK. He put his all into this challenge just to lose. So did Dixon, so did Will. They trusted her, and now one of the 3 of them is going home, and David is not enjoying Dr. Will, nor is Dixon. So they're not going to send home each other. Dr. Will is best, if he wants to stay in the game, is face the banker himself. David and Dixon won't allow that because one of them will be going home guaranteed. Who the fuck is gonna volunteer, and who is Letty gonna grant the privilege? I think Dixon should stay out on this one because I don't think any of them out of Dr. Will and David will choose him to go home. So if you ain't gotta face this banker, don't, because you ain't going home regardless, bud. So yeah, I hope you're aware of this. Dr. Will tries to pull this bullshit and tells David, like, hey, if I volunteer and go up, I'll send Dixon home if you extend me that same courtesy. Like, he gonna believe you. like he's gonna be like, yeah, sure, I'll let you face the banker so you can send me home. Like, how dumb do you think David is? David's not gonna let that happen. David offers and it's like, dude, if that's the case, then I'll send Dixon home. And Dr. Will's like, you're really gonna do that? No, Will. He's gonna tell you he's not. Are we dumb? Like, both of y'all know you're not even gonna stay true to what you said. So let's just cut the bullshit. Dr. Will, you're talking to a gamer. You're not talking to a regular person who hasn't played these games. David's not dumb, and you already suspect that, so then why are you pulling the dumb shit? David is really conflicted. He doesn't know if he can trust Dr. Will, but he knows that emotions are not good for this game, and he's going to have to cut Dixon sooner than later because the game's almost over, and he doesn't know if he can work with Will, but he knows that Dixon also isn't dumb. We saw him lie to people and say that he was going to send someone else home and then sent Storm home. So there can just be no certainty that David is safe. Dr. Will and Dixon also gained a little connection, and as much as David is close to Dixon, he is a threat that can win this game. So Dixon might realize that and send David home, and I think David knows that. He's not dumb because everybody's going to be going after Dr. Will. But is everyone going to be going after David? David tells Letty that he actually will send Dixon home if he wins. Again, he could be lying just so he can get down there because he knows that Letty and Dr. Will came up with a plan to come for their alliance. So he's not going to be like, yeah, I won't send my alliance member home. I'm going to send yours home instead. Then Letty will not choose him. So now we just need to figure out, is David telling the truth? Because he's not even saying in his confessionals on whether he's actually really considering this or not. Parvati doesn't want David to play. She wants Will to play. She thinks Will actually send Dixon home. And Will is even saying that, do you think we can trust David? Because it'll be nice to actually get Dixon out of here and then take out CK later. It seems like David is not on the top of his list anymore. And I'm a little confused as to why. Like, don't go after targets that everyone else is going after that will eventually get out of this game. The scene then cuts to Letty making her decision about who's facing the banker tonight. And Letty chooses David. Pretty much, if David loses, a big bet's going out. And honestly, if he takes out Dr. Will too, that's another one. And Dixon is a little sneaky little dark horse. It's a win-win for Letty. Honestly, she's like, it's a hard one. This is always the hard part. Girl, you winning regardless. Let's be real. You could pretend for, the game. Low values on the left, high values on the right. This is today's board based off today's challenge. David chooses box number 7. He says when he's playing sports, everyone wanted this number, and tonight he chose it. Lucky number 7. David apparently has beef with kangaroos, and he had to punch 2 of them. So his second case is number 2. How ironic. David has a decent first round where he opened his 4 cases. He's got 3 off the low side and 1 off the high side. And so far, so good. David's first offer is $200,000. Nobody's satisfied with that offer. They're like, the fuck? And it's a no deal. Let's be real. David obviously no deals, and he's going to have to open 4 more cases. David is on his 7th case right now, about to be open, and he is doing amazing. Almost all the values on the left side are gone. Dixon asks CK if he's the one going home tonight. Are you going to trust her answer? Like, why are you even asking her and not Dr. Will? I'm a little confused here. I thought y'all hated each other. David's second offer is $650,000. He only has 1 low value left on the left side. He would only have to open like 2 cases next time. I think he should keep going. David is smart and he does no deal. This is the board after having to open 1 more case. Now, this is not bad. His next offer can go up exponentially. And if he can get the 250 out right now, amazing. It's a lot of money being added to the final case. And with that 1 case being open, David knocks out the highest value case, which means he does not have it. Now he either only has 250 or 2 million, and now his offer is going to change, and he could make a bad deal and go home. The banker clearly didn't increase his offer as much as we thought. We knew that. But she decides to throw it for a Luke and give him $999,999 because there was only $1 added to the final case in one of the games, so this would just even it out. Hella funny. David takes the deal, locks in that for the final case. But now let's see if he made a good deal or a bad deal. Does David have the $250 in the case? And does he stay in this game and take out Dr. Will or Dixon? Or does he go home right now? With the money he just added, this is our final prize case. $7,624,000. Sign me up. David had the $250 in his case, so he is staying in this game. He made a good deal, and he's about to send someone home. Wow, he did it. He did it. And Parvati is fucking having an out-of-body experience right now. She is euphoric. She is so happy for him. She can't believe it. Daddy David is staying in the game. He got 4 kids. He need this money. CK runs up and hugs him and tells him to take Will out. She's like, take that devil out. CK goes, before David makes his decision, Dr. Will, do you want to admit anything? And he goes, just to admit that you suck. Damn. Bet you didn't see that one coming. How you set yourself up for that, CK? Not on national TV. David is huffing and puffing and looking like he's undecided, like it's a hard decision for him. Brother, you're not making Dixon seem secure. I thought y'all relationships were strong. Why is this hard for you? At least pretend that it's not, because Dixon at this point is thinking like, damn, my man's really about to turn on me. David tells everyone that he made a deal with Dr. Will today. When Dixon got that $5 million case, honey, he secured a bodyguard. And David's like, so Dr. Will, you gotta go. And Dr. Will is out of here. Damn, the drama, the entertainment, the shit start, the chaos, the manipulation, the strategy, all gone. Damn. And y'all took out Seychelles too. This is a bad, bad episode for gamers. I'm done. David even says no one fucks in family as he hugs Dixon. You had us scared a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Dr. Will announces his official retirement from reality TV. Bitch, I haven't seen you play Traitors fully yet. Don't do it after Traitors. David is on a high horse. He's like, not only did I end Dr. Will's game, I ended his television career. The same thing people were saying about Wes Bergman. Like, pipe down, relax. I like me some Dr. Will. That was an amazing episode. I am glad that's David staying, but I'm upset that Dr. Will left. I would love to see someone who's not giving gamers, someone who's not really being strategic or bringing entertainment, and that is Lachelle. Dixon is a little bit in there that I want out too, but he is a little bit more involved, which I like. So let's see what happens next episode, because CK is still here and she's still a #1 target for everyone, and she can't be safe forever. But with that, good night. Don't forget to subscribe for more, and see you next Wednesday.